Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we got a new member on this team, Kenya the Parasect, formerly Kenya the Kakuna. You know, the interesting thing about this is, considering Kenya is normally a Spearow, interesting that Kenya got turned into a bug, of all things. I just find that humorous. Okay, so today we are going to the bug catching contest. Hopefully we can avoid these two trainers right here. Easier said than done, I tell you what. So the guy on the left rotates, and the guy on the right will randomly change directions. So, gonna watch the guy on the left and hope we get lucky. We got lucky! Awesome. Route 35. As long as it's still nighttime, might as well challenge you. Danger lurks in the night. Eventually day will come, and don't want to miss this opportunity. Starting with execute. Alright! Wanted to check out some moves. Yeah, really want to give Kenya that one attack, because you're kind of in a position where you can't do anything besides harden. Whoops. Giraffe. Remind me, after this fight, to do things with TMs. By the way, normally these, servants have Growliths. I like to imagine that the Growliths have actually been physically turned into these randomized Pokemon. It's gotta be especially interesting for this Growlithe. Earlier, it was one doggo, and now it's a bunch of seeds. That's gotta be an experience. Oh, and then this Growlithe has become a Magnemite. It has become something non-organic. Okay, shoot, who would be best for this? Tell you who would be best for this? Uh-oh would be best for this. But that's not really an option now, is it? So... Oh, wait, no, Fluffy won't be a good option. These are Steel-type now. Well, Flaffy's evolved. Maybe Thunder Shock will still do some damage. Not very effective. Supersonic? Okay, that's a bad thing. Maddie? Let's try Maddie. I forget if water is good against steel, or if steel is strong against it. Okay, water works. Yes, Maddie, neutral. Neutral is the word that I was looking for. Almost. Nope, couldn't avoid that confusion hit. Well, good news is, Magnemite is pretty weak physically. Whoops! You know, nighttime is fun in its own ways. But don't overdo it, okay? So Strike Back is reminding me to give Kenya a TM. Thank you for that. I will, in fact, do so. Or I guess... Roboboy will do so. Not able. Okay, 90% chance of being able to learn bug TMs. And it hit the 10%. Ain't that a kick in the pants? Out of curiosity, not able. I'm looking at Maddie. Not able. I was hoping Maddie would be able to learn one of those. Okay, so what else could we give this Pokemon? Actually, let's go back to this. There's still a chance that Kenya could be learning one of these. Can't learn Ice Punch. Can't learn Thunder Punch. Can't learn Fury Cutter. Can learn Cut, because all Pokemon can learn Cut. Mudslap isn't very good, but you are able to learn that. Well, first things first, might as well give you Cut, because it's apparently the only decent attack you can learn. You know what? For funsies, Mudslap. Honestly, I kind of like Mudslap. Causes damage and has a chance of lowering accuracy. But the low damage makes it not great for the long term. Although, either way, it's still better than Flash. So there we go. Kenya now has some attacks on hand. Bug catching contest is held on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Not only do you earn a prize just for participating, you also get to keep a bug Pokemon that you catch. Like I said, we are going to be keeping a Pokemon from the bug catching contest. Stripeback is asking, but will they be bug Pokemon? No, they will not be bug Pokemon. Unfortunately, since we are going to be getting a new Pokemon on this team, gonna have to say goodbye to somebody. I'm gonna try to keep Stripeback and Maddie around because they are in the chat and it is fun having them be Pokemon. So this means goodbye to Flaffy. I love you, Flaffy, but I love the Pokemon we're about to get even more. Now, before taking part in this contest, gonna save, because this is a one-time chance. Today's Saturday. That means the bug catching contest is on today. The rules are simple. Using one of your Pokemon, catch a bug Pokemon to be judged. Would you like to give it a try? You know, he says it's a rule that you have to catch a bug Pokemon, but I think he will be okay with the Pokemon that we're really going to be catching. Uh-oh, you have more than one Pokemon. You'll have to use Paris, the first Pokemon in your party. Is that okay with you? Yeah, that'll actually kind of do. Hopefully. Fine, we'll hold your other Pokemon while you compete. Basically, he picked the first Pokemon on Roboboy's team. Roboboy's Pokemon were left with a contest helper. Here are the park balls for the contest. The person who gets the strongest bug Pokemon is the winner. You have 20 minutes. If you run out of park balls, you're done. You can keep the last Pokemon you catch as your own. Go out and catch the strongest bug Pokemon you can find. So, here we go. I do not know what the odds are of catching the Pokemon that I'm looking for. That is not the Pokemon. Oh, it just occurred to me, Kenya is gonna be kinda slow, gonna make running from battle a little difficult. And you cannot use items here, so there's no restoring your Pokemon's, health. So... no, can't give you an item out here either. Hindsight would have been a smart idea to give you a berry. I'm going to win! Don't bother me! By the way, the time limit is an actual time limit. It's 20 minutes, not like 20 steps or something like that. Which makes me wonder... why can't it be like that for Pokemon eggs? They can obviously make it so that it's based on time, and yet they didn't. It's steps. Politoed. So far, these are definitely not bugs. There we go! Of course, gonna be catching a Nidoran female. In this case, Mudslap was actually a good choice. As well as Kenya, because Kenya is doubly strong against fighting attacks. Matty Ratty says, Erica, would you want 3-hour eggs? Well, you got a good point there. When it comes to, like, Nidorans in particular, and you want to make sure you get a specific gender of Nidoran, waiting hours only to find out it's not the right gender would suck. So I guess doing it in steps is the better option. One more Mudslap should do this. Definitely a smart choice, giving Kenya Mudslap. Alright. If this Nidoran is not caught in 20 park balls, what the heck? Nidoran female Zeta was newly added to the Pokédex. Nidoran female, the Poison Pin Pokemon. 1 foot 4 inches, 15 pounds. Although not very combative, it will torment its foes with poison spikes if it is threatened in any way. Caught Nidoran female! Huzzah! I'm raising fast Pokemon for battles. So, we could try to catch other Pokemon for the sake of adding them to the Pokédex, but that's not really the best idea. Because the caught Pokemon would replace Nidoran. Okay, this fight ain't happening. So for those of you not aware, Parish Count is Doom. If you are familiar with Final Fantasy, you are familiar with Doom. Basically, it's instant death in 3 turns. No. I'm not concerned about winning. I'm just looking for rare Pokemon. You do get a nice prize if you happen to win. It is, I believe, a Sunstone, which evolves certain Pokemon. Well, I suppose if you're not looking to evolve those specific Pokemon, a Sunstone ain't actually that great. Please don't lose yet. Rather than wait out the 20 minutes, we will probably allow Kenya to faint, so that this automatically ends. But why not chat with everybody first? Shh! You'll scare off Skyther! I'll talk to you later. By the way, I really like this minigame. It is way better than the Safari Zone. A parasect puts Pokemon to sleep with Spore. Maddie says you can talk to someone in the end area to end early, I think. Possibly. Let me finish my thought on this. This is so much better than the Safari Zone. I mean, the Safari Zone is definitely interesting. You don't use your Pokemon, instead you have to strategize with rocks and bait in order to make the Pokemon easier to catch or less likely to run. It's a neat idea, but at the same time, I never even bother with the rocks and stuff. I just throw a Pokeball and hope it works. It's all a random chance anyway. This is much more interesting. Sure, it's pretty much the same catching mechanic as always. You fight the battle, weaken the Pokemon, and throw Pokeballs once it's weakened enough and hope for the best. But what makes this interesting is not only are you doing this for prizes, but it's actually a different set of Pokemon during this contest. Under normal circumstances, the Pokemon here would not be bug Pokemon. The bug Pokemon are only here during the bug catching contest. Not entirely sure how that works specifically. Do they, like, release bug Pokemon? And what happens to the Pokemon that are normally here? Regardless, I love the idea of this. You still have 14 minutes left. Do you want to finish now? Yes. Okay, please wait here for the announcement of the winners. We will now judge the Pokemon you've caught. Guaranteed Nidoran female did not win. We have chosen the winners! Are you ready for this? Placing third was Lady William, who caught a Butterfree. Okay, definitely not going to win a prize. Placing second was Bugcatcher Benny, who caught a Butterfree as well. The score was 325. This bug catching contest winner is Ghost Rider Nick, who caught a Pinsir. The winning score was 373 points. Everyone else gets a berry as a consolation prize. Natty Ratty says, "Look, I've caught Skyther and lost to Weedle. How does that work? We hope you do better next time. We'll return the Pokemon we kept for you. Here you go." Okay, Nidoran! Yay! My favorite Pokemon. So, let's see here. Pokemon N Nidoran female. I adore this Pokemon so much. And 8, 9, 348. There we go. Give a nickname to the Nidoran female you received? Okay, out of curiosity, is anybody in the chat interested in being a Nidoran female? Keep in mind that this Nidoran female is going to be used for breeding as well as training. Otherwise, just going to be Nidoran female in lowercase letters so that it doesn't change its name when it evolves. The male and female symbols are apparently not available for you to enter in this game. Well, in that case, Stripeback is asking, this is going to be your mother, right? Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna be born as a Nidoran. And these two here are going to be my parents. So Maddie says AI doesn't have to weaken Pokemon as much as a player does. Does that actually come into play? Is your score based on how much you have to weaken it? If so, should have tried catching Nido Girl when she was at full health. Luck plays a big part in this. You never know what Pokemon will appear. Maybe you get a higher score for a Pokemon of an unusual color. Yeah, good luck with that. I caught a Skyther before, but I didn't win. Did you lose to a Weedle? Today's contest is over. We hope you will participate in the future. Well, I'm satisfied because I caught a Pokemon that I wanted. Maybe you win with a big Pokemon? Well, we're already here. Might as well explore this place. Let's start with getting some items. Actually, let's not ride the bike. Just kind of enjoy the pleasant music for a bit. I'm printing out my Pokédex. You can also print out stuff like mail in your PC boxes. Alright! That is a thing. I forget if I mentioned this already. Let me grab this first. Dire hit. Meh. But these games were compatible with the Game Boy printer, which was actually a really cool device. First off, how many kids got to own printers back in the day? But it was really neat because it did not use ink. Instead, it was heat-based. So all you had to worry about was making sure you had plenty of paper on hand. It was definitely cool. TM04. What is TM04? Rollout. That's actually a pretty good attack. Who can learn it? Seems Nido Girl is the only one that can learn it. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. Phone call time. Good evening, Roboboy. This is Liz. Always keep my Geodude in top shape by going to Pokemon centers. You have to hear this! I battled a Jigglypuff the other day. It was easy. I had a type advantage. As a matter of fact, you did. So who else, by the way, owned a Game Boy camera? I had so much fun with the Game Boy camera. I actually... Okay, so the Game Boy camera not only takes pictures, but it has special features in it. Like, you could place hotspots on your pictures, so that if you clicked a specific spot on your picture, it would do something special, like play a sound effect, or change to a different picture. And what I did with my Game Boy camera is I created a point-and-click adventure. Basically, what I did was I took pictures around the house, and then on those pictures I wrote a menu, like attack, item, and that sort of thing. And depending on where you clicked, you could also go to a different room. Man, I miss my Game Boy camera. For some dumb reason, I sold it. I sold a lot of my games, actually. For the sake of getting new games, I sold old games, and a lot of those games I regret getting rid of. For example, I apparently got rid of Metroid Prime. What was I thinking? This is mail I got from my daughter. It cheers me up. Trainer tips, print out mail by opening it, then pressing start. I'm good. Okay, before we go ahead and explore this place, going to save here, and we are going to be going into our second episode break of today's stream. And when we come back, going to battle some trainers, check out what other Pokemon are available here. Probably won't actually catch any, but it'll be kind of interesting to see. And then we'll make our way back to Goldenrod and start working our way into the gym.